It's the HRH, Queen THC, on the PrezEx podcast.
What's going on, everybody? It's your guy, Rag.
This is the exec JB, and you're tuned into
The PrezEx podcast at the PrezEx TV. Tune in.
Salute.
Welcome y'all to another episode of the Presidential Executive. This your homie right here, JB. This is my brother over here, El Presidente, Rag. What's going on, my guy?
Man, you know what we do. Y'all know what we do.
You know what we do, man.
Man, yes, sir. Everything good.
Everything good, man.
Okay,
it's,
that's what I like to hear.
The weather's kind of bipolar outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the regular, type of Memphis weather. But nevertheless, y'all, before we even get started, go ahead and like this video right now. Like and subscribe wherever we're at. We're on all podcast platforms. We're on YouTube. Share to be aware. All that good stuff. And without further ado, man, because we got into a little bit before the cameras turned on.
Oh, yeah.
About my boys and stuff like that.
Oh, shoot. Hold up, man. Before we go, man, look, y'all got to, wherever y'all stream at, okay? You know what I'm saying? Spotify, Apple, Google Play,
Amazon Music,
iHeartRadio, and Stitcher.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, man, you gotta get these folks the list, man.
You did it.
You gotta get these folks the list. That's part of the reason why they tune in.
Yeah, I didn't flow right. I
don't get it twisted. I know we got a good guest, and you finna go ahead and introduce our guest. But I'm saying we can't slack on the process. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of the journey, right?
Yeah, that's how we got to where we at.
So let me go ahead and introduce our special guest, as I like to say, distinguished guest today. She is an award-winning screenwriter, I believe.
Screenwriter, director, actress, producer,
actress. Okay, I knew the actress, director, and also is a female rapper here in the.
I'm a rapper. She's just a rapper. She's just an MC.
She's just an MC.
Yeah, she just put her in that category. Like,
just a rapper.
Her gender don't matter.
Okay. Is a rapper. So let me introduce to you Mrs. Timberly, Queen THC.
What's up, y'all?
What it do? What's going on?
Can we discuss your use of the word female for a second?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Go. We getting right into it. We get the female.
All the color just drained out his face.
No, I mean, because don't please,
gonna go right there, huh?
It's a difference between connotation and denotation.
Now, how do you think I use that? I'm curious.
No, it's just female.
Female.
Like black women are the only women that have a problem with that word, female. For whatever reason, I don't know.
I saw an argument.
Because I'm a male.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That does not diminish me. My value of myself, regardless of how you mean something, I know what I am and I know what I mean when I say it.
Oh, my friend.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's be very clear. A man could never devalue.
Exactly my point. So when you
say, but I'm just saying,
just the difference between male and female.
The way I said it.
The way you said it. Okay, so
female rapper.
If you were talking to someone that was of our lighter skinned brother or sisterhood, and I was just like, nigga.
Okay, but see, the thing with that is that when, again, you can't
now,
even
nigga
apply.
has a different connotation because it's built in.
But you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. It's not even a connotation or denotation thing. Like, when you say that, it's a known thing amongst people of our community. When we say it, it can be a term of endearment, a term just like when women, y'all could say to another woman like, "Oh, that's my bitch right there." No problem. Yeah. I can't just necessarily.
It depends on the woman.
Again, it depends on the woman. But what I'm saying is, but when y'all are doing it, I don't necessarily want to call either one of y'all. Like, I'm good. Y'all can call each other bitch all day long. I'm straight on it. I ain't got to do that. I don't even want to be included in that because I don't want it to go left. Y'all got that. You see what I'm saying? But so to the same token, it's just like somebody white. Why do you even want to say nigga?
That's my.
You see what I'm saying? So, but not like male and female. It don't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what ethnic group, what country you come from. Like when I say male, I'm talking about people who stand up to pee, whether or not you
But
dress like somebody else or not, when you stand up to pee, y'all know I'm talking about. When I say male, that's what we talking about. When I say female, I'm just talking about people of the fair sex, people who sit down to pee, people who once a month have an auntie that comes to visit them, who makes things inconvenient sometimes. I'm talking about people of that persuasion. It's not meant as an insult. It's not meant to denigrate anybody. It's not meant to put you down or to make you feel less than. But I think that that's a thing of the pseudo woke culture that like we want to be outraged, like how they got Whoopi Goldberg apologizing for saying gypped. Nobody thought about gypsy when she said gypped. Yeah. Everybody thought like when we used to say that as kids, man, you gypped me. We thought you got over on me. Yeah. I didn't think about people traveling around.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. And again, the difference between connotation and denotation. So I get what you're saying because sometimes the way some guys can use it, instead of saying that bitch word, or hoe, you say also, female. But
what if I said lady?
Lady works.
Lady works.
Lady works.
Lady rapper. See that?
But no. So when it comes to my career,
okay,
and what I do, because I'm colder than some of these niggas out here. So
okay.
Put like just saying.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah, put a lot of respect on that Queen THC.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, so we have rapper here, Queen THC, not the female.
But you just had.
But I just said I know. I had to say the last word.
I said, like I said, I get where you were coming from, and to your point,
no, I understand. But woman, something like that, because it's a female can be a dog, a female can be anything. Like
we already
even when you're plugging something in the wall, the sockets and the plugs have a male end and a female. Like it, but again, you're talking about materials. That's what I'm saying. The male end has the inserter, the female end gets inserted in. Right. You have the giver and you have the receiver.
Not all females get inserted in though.
That's a choice though. That ain't by design. No, that's not by design though.
But it's not a choice.
No, what I'm saying is that's not by design though.
Because women aren't always attracted to men. It's not a choice.
No, what I'm saying is, but again, I said, but that's not by design though. You got the parts. Whether or not the parts get used for that vehicle or not, that's why I said it's up to that person. But you still got the parts. I can use my car as a ladder. That don't mean that if I put the keys in the ignition, it ain't gonna drive. That just mean I like to stand on it to reach stuff.
Boy, we already starting off good. This here gonna be good right here, boy.
Well, Wesley Snipes say you can stick a cat in the oven. That don't make it a biscuit.
I mean, Wesley Snipes also didn't pay his. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
That's a whole nother story for another day.
Okay,
you gotta do your research.
Shout out to Blade.
So we have a lady with many talents here, and how we like to do on the show is we like to start kind of from the beginning or near the beginning. You know what I'm saying? To see, for people that don't know you or want to get to know you, like who is.
That want to jump in your inbox and be like, hey, girl.
This lady, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to use the other word now. But who is this?
Who's this person?
Who's this person?
Who's this human?
Queen?
Who is somebody that is named Queen THC? Who is that? Let's start from the beginning.
I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I am.
You from Memphis?
I am from Memphis, Maine.
Okay.
I'm from Memphis, college educated, go Tigers. Mm-hmm. We were robbed, but I'm not going to discuss that.
Yeah. Sucks.
So from North Memphis, I'm talented as hell, if I do say so myself.
Gotta have confidence, right?
I mean, but it's not even at this point. It's not even about confidence. It's just like the track record, the facts. It's the facts,
Right.
And I say that. I'm not even gonna say I say that humbly, because I started to play them games, but I ain't even gotta do that.
Okay.
My pen is cold. It's almost as cold as it will be tonight, like 27 degrees. It's probably a little colder than that, though.
A little bit colder.
Yeah.
Man.
Run your water tonight, guys.
Man. We got an MC in here. She's speaking. She's spitting that here, Rag.
But I'm saying,
hey, I'm with it. Talk it. Go ahead.
Shit.
Go ahead.
Because it's taking me. I be letting people slide, but now I just got to be for real about it and pop my shit. Like it's what it is. I'm me. So, you know.
Okay, so you from the north side of town of Memphis here. You went to where you go to high school at?
I went to Overton for performing arts, and then
Watkins Overton High. Oh, I read the name on the outside of y'all building.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not alumni.
Okay.
So then I went to Northside.
Yeah.
And I was in the drama department over at Overton. That's why I was there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Look at her. She already getting
Get
publishing calls
right.
while she up in here, huh?
So I'm gonna have to turn my phone off. So went to Northside, and then for my final year, I got accepted into Southwest theater department. So I transferred to Middle College. So I was taking college courses while I was in my senior year. So I graduated a Bulldog, but I'm gonna forever be a Cougar.
Oh, the Cougar.
Yeah, Northside.
Forever.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was
But I was thinking, I'm thinking Cougar. I'm thinking
like,
I'm
okay.
not old enough to be a Cougar.
Keep living.
I intend to.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying. So she'll forever be a Cougar. You young niggas better recognize. Wow.
So you went from there to high school. Went to so the drama and performing arts. So you're at the heart of it. You're a performer. You like to perform. You like to.
I'm a theater baby.
Theater. Your mom is in that vein too. She's very.
Both my parents.
Yeah. Your pops too.
Yeah.
It was in okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They when I was born, they were doing shows together, and I was the little baby that was crying in the shows, resurrecting Jesus and all that stuff. And then my biological father, he writes. And he wrote a play when he was at Vanderbilt. So, you know, I got a lot of writing in my blood. My mom's a poet. So it's natural. It's in my veins.
Okay.
Got ice in my veins.
Ice in the veins.
So, I mean, like, growing up, because, like, we talk about this. This is one thing we ask people. So, like, growing up, so, like, was it a single-parent household, both parents? You mentioned, like, yo, dad, but then your biological dad. So, like, explain that for the people who don't know you.
Oh, so I'm trying not to get cussed out by my mom.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
No, so I was raised by my older sister's father.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, my maiden name is his last name.
Right.
And so he did an excellent job raising me. I'm very proud to have had that time with him and just to know and understand what love looks like from a pure acceptance state. Like, it's crazy. And then my biological father, when we started spending more time together, I understood even further, like, what it means for, what it means to be a woman with agency. And they've always instilled that in me, and I appreciate that so fucking much. Because, like, I'm not built to be told what to do. Like, can't nobody tell me what to do. So, I mean, unless they can tell me what to do.
No,
like
we know you, so I was going to say clearly. Because, you know, we go back like the Jerry curl.
Yeah, can't nobody tell me what to do.
You've always been, you know, you do. So, y'all drinking, I'm just going to sips yak.
Okay.
But no, so like...
Yeah, can't nobody tell me what
Hey, it feels great to not be in the high seat. So like, you mentioned your sister. So how many of y'all is it?
Woo. Okay. Total. Because everybody is my brother. Everybody is my sister. I don't do halves. I don't do possibles. Mm-hmm. So we got Missy, Elisa, Toya, Faith, and me. That's the girls. Mm-hmm. Then we got Steven. Then we got Rob, Rasan, Roland, Ryan, and Reese.
Okay, so like I'm just gonna say clearly.
Yeah.
I only knew 2 of those names that she named.
Yeah.
I for sure know 2 of them.
Right.
Yeah,
for
those
sure.
those
You know
are
what
my
I'm saying?
mother's.
Because like I
Those
stay
are my
running in the
mother's
street.
children.
Like I'll be out. Like Steve be like, Reg, what's up? Roche, what it do? Like I see him.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, clearly all those other people like. So shout out to y'all because I had no idea.
That's a lot. So I stopped counting. What's that? Like 8, 9?
Nah, so I got 6 brothers and 4 sisters.
Okay, 10. Okay.
So it's 11 of y'all.
Live.
Gee, are you the youngest?
I am not the youngest.
Okay.
Reese decided to be born after me, so
Okay.
he decided to do that. But I love him. That's my little brother.
Okay.
And
So,
then, you know,
okay, go ahead.
Ryan and I are 6 months apart, so.
Oh wow. So like
Wow,
now
6
all
months.
these siblings are from more so from your dad's side.
So, my biological father has 6 children. I'm
Okay.
the only girl.
Okay.
And then my mother has 3 biological children. I'm the second girl.
Okay.
And Steven is the only boy.
Right.
And then my daddy, who raised
Right.
me, he has technically 4 daughters, but, you know, I'm
Right.
in there.
Gotcha.
I'm his favorite.
You in there?
Don't be mad.
It's all good. So basically,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So never mind. It's like because if this was basketball, like both of your dads just.
Man,
Shoot.
pulling up.
Oh yeah, no, nobody's surviving in the club.
Man.
No, none of that. So you have.
Man,
So he
Chill
was
out,
shooting.
though.
He was shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was shooting off.
man,
Like, yeah.
Nick Cannon ain't got shit on me.
No, they ain't got nothing on Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is doing an average of what, 2-3 a year?
You know, I was gonna say, but
Nah.
no, he just not get like that's because they stopped though. Like Nick Cannon, like
Well, that's what you want to do, Rag.
What?
He
Yeah.
want to
Of
get.
course.
He want to get on that level. See.
You trying to populate the human earth?
not the human Earth, just a
Because that's what Nick
Just a
Cannon
cul-de-sac.
doing. Just a cul-de-sac.
yeah, just a cul-de-sac, just like a cove. You know what I'm saying?
What in the sister wives is going on with
He said.
you?
He said he's want to keep on going.
No,
So,
I didn't know. I know what I said is I'm not trying, but I'm also not trying. Meaning,
So
like
he practicing,
no,
and if a
no.
performance pops up,
Meaning that if it happens, it happens. Like I realize that I am not in control because I know people, and this has happened to me before.
You're not in
like no.
control?
This is what I mean. Like I've been wearing protection. The woman that I was with wore birth. I mean, not wore, but had birth control. Had birth control.
if she
Condom
wore
broke,
it,
right?
she
I know,
definitely
right?
got
Yeah,
pregnant.
it's like what? No,
got in.
but
She got
like condom broke for whatever reason. Birth control didn't work. Child conceived. Now you know whether or not she
You
chose
didn't
to have a
stop when
child.
it broke?
No, like I didn't realize it broke until I got ready to take it off, and it's like, oh, okay,
You
clearly
didn't realize?
it's already off. Okay, when I'm in the moment, I'm not sitting up thinking like, oh wait, is something is off. Like I'm working. I'm not.
You know what?
He's
I'm
a
gonna
zen.
tell
I'm
a
not-
story.
no,
I'm gonna tell a deeply
No, I'm
personal
like no.
story.
What I'm saying, like I'm not.
Yeah, I
in
don't
that
know.
now I
Tell him
will
to
say
break.
it's only been one time in my entire life to where I was in that moment and I really like it wouldn't, you know, it got the feeling weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that was because like it had rolled, like, you know what I'm saying, he came on
Rolled
down.
up. Mm-hmm.
And so like I could feel the condom, but I'm like, wait a second. So this feels different up here than it does down here. I was getting 2 different sensations, and it's like, but for the most part, no. Like if it busts at the top, and you're still like, you don't know if it don't roll down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm just saying, I know, and I also know people who were wearing protection. One of our old youth pastors and his wife, they told us because we were talking about, they were talking about wait till you get married. We was like, oh, we gonna wear protection. The girl was like, oh, we gonna have birth control. They both bust out laughing. I'm talking about holding their stomachs laughing. And he's like, man, I've been wearing condoms. He said, I was wearing condoms for all my kids. And what that told me though is that we are
You
not
talking
in
about
control.
light skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not in control. Like,
And they
because
got
think about how many
kids.
married people that you know. They got kids plural.
Kids.
Think about how many people that you know that waited to get married and can't have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, want to have kids, got to adopt or got to have a surrogate, cannot have kids. And neither one of them, they were both virgins. So it ain't like they were just out here and you gave your best years to somebody else. And then we know people that should not have kids.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting bailed out of jail every week. And every time we see you, you got a new little youngster run. Like, so I'm like, because I'm able to have them, if it happens, I feel like they got a purpose and a plan. So I'm not finna hinder or stop the purpose and the plan if they make it here.
Yeah,
and if it don't happen, it is what it is.
So how involved of a father are you?
I would say not as much as I want to be, but as much as I can be. I don't reject any time to spend with them. As far as like, you know, with Charity, like up until she got into high school, every one of her teachers knew me before I walked in the building. I didn't even have to sign in. Like when I came in, I didn't even have to sign in. And it wasn't like I was coming up there for conferences or like I would just come and pop up, you know, just to check, just to say, hey, I'm here. How's she doing? You know, hey, I just came to bring you lunch. You know, not like for like that's, you know, me. But now keep in mind, like I wasn't off during the week. Like I'm leaving work. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm having to take an extra break or something like that. And even now, like I work out in Mumford. I still drive out to Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, to go to Hoeing Lake High School. If I got to take care of business, like that's what it is. But none of my kids live with me, so it's not like I can just, but in terms of knowing what's going on, being involved, when decisions are made, you know, being consulted and things like that. Like
your chief of staff.
Yeah.
And, you know,
right.
Yeah.
But like I said, I know that I can't enforce certain things because I'm not in the house with them. And they understand, like, if you were here with me,
you wouldn't be.
It's a whole total different, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got to respect. I can't come into somebody else's house and say, well, this is what you got to do because I say it. And I'm like, I don't live here. I don't pay no bills here.
Man, because that would have been my first thing. Where does bill money?
Right. But I will say when you put yourself in a situation to where you have children and you're not with the mother of your child, no matter how good of a father you are or mother you are, you open the door for that. So you're going to be deficient. It's going to be some times where you're not there. Like it's good. And you could be there every day, but it's going to be a time that they want you there because you don't live there or they don't live with you. So it don't matter how good you want to be or you are. That's when you put yourself in that situation, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, so, you can't go and check on the monsters in the closet or look under the bed.
Exactly. Yeah. But you can't make excuses for, you got to play. It's like Uno or spades. You know what I'm saying? When you play spades or Uno, you play the cards you dealt. You don't complain about your hand. You got a hand just like I got a hand.
You can complain about your hand.
You can complain. But like if you're a good Uno player, it don't matter what you got in your hand. You're going to figure a way to Uno.
Right, you're going to make it work.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Are we playing black Uno or are we playing Uno by the rules?
If we playing black Uno, it really don't matter what kind.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? We playing black Uno, it really don't matter. But even if
you can lay down like all your hand at the same time, just Uno out,
stacking. So speaking of kids, do you have any kids?
I do.
Ma'am?
I do.
How many do you have?
I have 3 babies, Fox, Mirror, and Muffin. Okay. I love them so much.
Okay. And so how do they like their mom, seeing their mom in like the roles that you play as far as like the screenwriting and rapping and all that?
So it's funny, my oldest got a chance to actually work on my film set. He was in my movie. So that was really cool. It was really hard having him and his friend on set because they were watching TikTok videos. And so I had to like snap and be like, hey, TikTok crowd, quiet on the set. Yeah. And they were like, oh, for real? And so, you know, I had to tell my son the other day, like, fam, it's people like in Sweden who have seen your face, like, and they decided to award the movie you were in, and his eyes just lit up. And I think that that's so important for especially our black boys, but definitely our black girls, to be able to see what they can be and know that it's no ceilings. Like my daughter always asks whenever she hears that I have a concert, even though she is the WB frog in every sense of the word, fam will be like, oh, can I do the concert with you? So I'm going to help her ease into, you know, performing and everything.
You know what the WB frog is, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean like you know the old Bugs Bunny thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like the frog, like when the
He
guy
can sing and dance.
right,
and
like when nobody was
everything.
around, the frog was like, "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey," and then so he was like, "I'm finna show you," and then as soon as you put him in front of him, the frog would be
And he'll just
like
like
faint
read it, just like
Yeah.
straight, yeah. So she's very much like that. She'll do that foolishness, but hopefully we can break her out of their shyness. Cause like her birthday just passed, and so we went and took cupcakes to the school and everything like that. And you know, she was prancing to the front of the class, and then when everybody started singing, she just shoved her hands in her face, and she had her face covered up for most of the song. It's a different one with that girl.
Now, speaking of what you were just talking about, the screen writing that you did for it, was it a play, movie? Or what was it?
So I am a playwright.
Okay.
And I've actually been covered in the Daily Memphian as a playwright. But my film, Waiting, focuses on the prison industrial complex and what it's like to be black and stopped by the police, and how policing has strong parallels to slavery.
And okay, where can people find this? Or
They cannot.
view it. No, we cannot. We can't go to
Cannot.
Tubi or nothing. Or nothing
I
like that?
will too.
Is it called Tubi? What's wrong with Tubi?
no. Have you watched Tubi?
I have.
And
Did they play like a real movie on Tubi?
And
Yeah,
you're
they got other
asking
movies on
what's
Tubi, too.
wrong?
Okay, no, I was gonna
They do
say
have
so.
other
They
movies.
play like real. They play
Yeah,
the
they
real
do.
movie, like they played
They
The
do.
Wood or something on Tubi.
Yeah, they got something like
Okay,
that.
I
on
was
there.
finna say,
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay, because I
They
You,
do.
was
you
Y'all
couldn't
ain't
have
never
watched
seen
no
it?
Tubi original.
No, I haven't.
It's like,
because you clearly asked what's
It's
wrong
like-
with Tubi. So
Cause hey, you want a good laugh?
Yeah.
Go and cut that Tubi on. And this is
Right.
to my actors on Tubi. This is no disrespect to
No
y'all.
disrespect to you at
Y'all
all.
doing what y'all got to do.
Speak
It's
to the
called
people
paying
in the
dues.
writers' room.
But I'm just saying, you want a good laugh?
Now I've seen people on Tubi actually look dead at the camera when they shouldn't be.
Man, cause it's like, what is it now? Like,
You
what
know,
is,
it'd be like they should be
it was
talking to
when I
somebody else,
saw,
but they like this, so.
It was like Titanic 2. Like, yeah. But like it was like a horror movie though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was on Tubi, like, but it was like Titanic 2. Like they make sequels to
in
movies.
it?
I don't know how they get permission to make sequels.
Who was in it?
Some dudes, I don't know. Like they're not.
No, I'm saying-
not anybody that we know. You know, some of them. I mean, it was some of everybody in it.
Oh,
I'm just saying, but like I'm saying, like it's
Was
not
Titanic
like
spelled like Titanic?
yeah. But what I'm saying, I don't know how they get permission to do these
Yeah, I don't think
movies
they have permission.
because
they don't.
because
They
it's
probably didn't
like
have
they're
permission.
making unofficial sequels to movies that like are not supposed to have.
But you
know
have
what
to
I'm saying?
understand, a lot of sequels sometimes they aren't made by the same people. So it's not actually. It's more like Titanic TOO.
No, I'm saying go look it up.
No, I'm saying
But I'm
they
telling
probably
you,
got
this
the
is coming
number
from
there.
a filmmaker. You heard how she said Tubi when you said Tubi.
No, but
She
they
was
got,
like,
they got regular movies on there
she
too.
said it the way Soulja Boy said Drake. When you
Drake,
said Tubi, she was like,
Tubi.
it's like, nigga.
So okay, so we can't see or view that award-winning.
No, it's still
content.
racking up awards on the festival circuit. So
Okay.
we will be doing a premiere because I'm getting ready to pull it off the festival circuit so that I can focus on my next projects, you know, that I'm going to send out on the festival circuit and rack up some awards with those as well.
Now, when you do the screenwriting, like what's the process? Like, are you alone? Do you have other people kind of working with you, helping you out, or you know, are you looking at me like, what help? What you mean help? I'm like, you know, everybody need a little help sometimes, don't they? I mean, I don't know how the screenwriting process goes. I don't know how, you know.
So sometimes screenwriters do have partners. With the television show that I'm developing right now, I have a producer. And so I'll send, you know, copies over and she'll send me back notes. We're actually on the last, praise God. We're on the last round of edits now before we take it out on the town and everything. And I'm really excited about that.
What's the name of it? Can you say the name of it?
All I'm gonna say is though, when it does get developed, if you need some extras in it, like maybe a radio show or like to do the news or something like that, I'm just saying.
How you know the news gonna be?
I'm just saying, I'll be gas station attendant number 3, nigga. Like I'm good.
Be right there on the side.
Right.
Be right there on the side.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, hey, like Hey, we had a Powerade, bro.
Just keep it in mind.
We had a Powerade, fam.
Casting.
That's what I'm saying.
Just keep it in mind. You know,
I don't think you old enough to be buying beer, fam.
yeah, it'd be a real small part.
But that'll be 1875. I don't give I'm just saying. I just want the speaking role. I'm just trying to get a SAG card.
And I can have the facial expression.
Right.
I mean, you don't.
No, you gotta have a speaking role though in order to get a SAG
I
card.
can have a face.
You gotta say something.
You gotta say something.
You gotta be like, that ain't cool. Like, so you gotta have a line to get a SAG card, because you get a SAG card, you
but
get the SAG
it's not
insurance.
even that. So you have to do so many projects before you can get a SAG card, and they have to be SAG qualified projects, and it's hard to have SAG qualified projects when you're not a SAG actor. It's real.
But that's okay. But again, I have to have those parts.
Yeah, they gotta rack up.
They gotta rack up. Right, I'm trying to rack them up.
You have to have credits to be able to. Yeah.
They gotta rack up.
So like when I'm like 80 or something and I die, and then they do the Oscars and they have in memoriam, they have me in like every scene. I'm like at a gas station in a movie or something.
Those actors don't typically get.
I'm just, man, they have all types of people
unless
in there.
you know
Like,
you're Chris Rock and you're asking
Jeffersons.
for a rib.
Exactly.
Or
from New Jack City, Pookie.
Yeah.
I can be Pookie from New Jack City.
So you're saying that you don't usually partner when you do the screenwriting, though?
No, normally I don't. Now, I have been known to give people notes on their scripts and help them sharpen their scripts, but I don't feel like my style of writing fits with anybody else's. I haven't found it yet. So if I find it, I don't mind. But I prefer, like, if somebody does want me to write for them, give me the idea. I'll fill in the plot holes because I know it's going to be some plot holes. And then run me my check. So
do you... The TV show you said, can you tell us what the TV show maybe is about? Or can you get that information?
I'm not going to talk about what it's about
okay.
In detail because...
Still in development.
Man. But it's Fox Meadows, and it's going to be based in Memphis.
Oh,
Fox Meadows.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I'll be on the news. Like, I can be serious, or
Let
he
me
can
hear
be
your
funny.
news voice, man.
Next at 11, a shooting. Are the people guilty? Tune in to find out. We'll see you then. Fox Meadows.
We're going to have to sharpen up your news.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, that was off the cuff, but I'm just saying, like, the voice, though.
Yeah, no, I feel you
know what I'm saying? I got the voice.
Yeah, you got to sharpen the diction,
Right.
though. Because with news, they're like, hold on, I got to do this right. This evening, we have been talking about the ongoing water crisis in Flint, Michigan. Shit like that.
Yeah.
You know
Are you
what I'm saying?
talking about like very?
you're talking about
you have to have your. Yes.
What I'm thinking about.
It's 10 o'clock.
Live.
Do you know where your children are?
Sound like
You have to enunciate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. The Grizzlies and their decision on Ja Morant.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I see, but see, for me, like,
thank God he's coming back.
Like I said, I don't like to ham. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to ham it up like I'm pandering. If that makes sense.
No, it's not pandering.
That's I mean, but I'm saying, like, if you've seen, like, if you watch, that's what I'm saying. Like, you watch some Memphis stations, like, 13. Everybody is not like, you have some people that clearly is like, you could see, like, oh, okay, you're auditioning for something in Rhode Island or Massachusetts, like you're trying to get to another station.
No, it's not. But Rhode Island or Massachusetts, that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is trying to get to a larger market.
No,
because Rhode Island.
Well, I mean, I just said somewhere that's, not here. But what I'm saying is, you got people that's like you can't tell me Joe Birch ain't a good newsman, but at the same time, like, certain things he says, it's like you could tell he's not trying to overly enunciate or pronunciate, his words. He just is being Joe Birch. Or like Jarvis would be on point to it, like maybe 9, and then like, wait a second.
Are these folks still on the news?
No, Jarvis just retired. Joe Birch is still there.
You gotta remember Joe Birch, though.
Yeah, no, Joe Birch is still. Yeah, Joe Birch is still there.
Joe Birch.
Joe Birch actually, he spoke at one of my.
Now Jarvis gone.
Yeah, when I was teaching, when we had our 5th grade promotion ceremony, Joe Birch actually spoke at one of our promotion ceremonies.
Okay.
But yeah, when Jarvis left, like, Joe Birch was one of the people that was like talking about them being friends for over 40 years, and so. But like when they say certain things, so it's like, for me, it's not about so much sounding like like that as much as it is when you hear me talk. Like, people ask me all the time, and he's even said it, like, I don't sound like I'm from Memphis, and
Yeah, people tell me
here,
that all
but it's
the
because
time.
I speak clearly. I pronounce everything, even though I'm not trying to sound like I am speaking, reading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so.
No, I feel you. Because for me, in my everyday speech, like talking to a stranger, I took my Memphis in. And it's not because I want people to think of me a certain way. It's just when I'm outside of the house, you know,
Right.
that's how I speak. My mom was raised in California, so
Right.
I lean more towards.
And then she's a poet, so she speaks.
Yeah,
Even when she's not doing a piece, she speaks in a way.
Yeah. My kids
know.
some Memphians though.
Right.
Ooh, my daughter was using Maine and John at the age of 1. I'm like,
wow.
oh,
That's
Yeah, no, my daughter is definitely. She's not a Memphian, but she is a Memphian. Like, yeah, so she's all
that
Mississippi.
thing a Memphian. She a Memphian.
So speaking of your Memphis voice, like, cause I remember when, cause you've known me like, you know, again, like
Going on, John.
dang near, you know, whole life almost. And so like I remember when you was like, oh, I be rapping too, and I was like, I gave you the look that you gave JB when he said too.
Tubi.
Right, I was like, rapping. Yeah.
Rapping.
Cause like that was never. And I'm like, I was like, all right, okay, we'll be in the studio, you know, all right, if you're going to come through. And for whatever reason, you never end up going, oh, she ain't trying to do nothing. But then, like, years later, like, you know, like, I've seen videos and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? When you started doing that? Like, oh, okay. It's like,
This
she
nigga
really
can
is.
actually rap.
It's like, because you had the one video, like, you at the pool and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. Yeah, I'm like, that's what you doing out here in these streets? Okay.
Hey.
So, like, how did you get into that? Like, what made you, or was it something you were always doing? Like, how did you get into that?
Ooh, so I've always been rapping since I was like 9 or 10. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A family friend actually asked my mom, could I rap on this track? It was kind of like a Don Tripp letter to my son before that whole situation happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was more of a 2-part conversation instead of a one-way thing.
Right.
And so my sister Faith was singing
Mm-hmm.
the chorus, and so I did the rap, and my aunt still has the tape.
So y'all basically had a don't go chasing waterfalls thing going.
No,
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm saying you were Left Eye, you know.
no, because I wasn't singing.
No, Left Eye rap. You don't remember that song?
Left Eye sang as
No,
well,
she
though.
was rapping at
She
the
rapping.
end.
You know rap.
I know
I saw
she
a rainbow
rap.
yesterday.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
she was also singing. I wasn't singing as well. Left Eye wasn't just standing there until they started, until it was time
I mean,
for the
she
rap.
could hold a note.
Correct.
But Left
She
Eye
didn't want
was
no
a
scrubs
rapper.
with the rest of them.
Right, but she was
was
the rapper though.
Yeah, she
and that's
was
what I
the
that's what I
rapper,
was
yeah.
kind of correlating it like.
Yeah,
you know,
but
she was the singer, you were the MC.
yeah, but the family friend had his verse, and so it was like a rapping back and forth thing.
How old were you with this?
Like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Yeah, my voice was much smaller than it is now, and I'm still little voice as hell. So
When you rap, your voice is not little.
That's true.
Right, you see how she tried to play the audience like, oh,
Yeah.
my voice little. I'm
But
like, where you get all
natural-
that baritone in your voice when you start rapping? Okay.
It comes out.
yeah, Lil' Kim voice little.
What about when she rapped though?
It's not.
Yeah, that Foxy Brown's voice is little until she raps.
But I mean, on Bend It Over, I had the little voice rapping going on. I had the
That's
little
a great
voice rapping.
segue into a song title.
So you started essentially what 8, 9. You know, I guess you had the
It was called
the
Tell
opportunity.
Me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was called Tell Me.
So how do you get from Tell Me to Bend It Over?
Well, studio therapy came in between that. But no, so it's crazy. Y'all know Luca Love, Tim Love.
No,
You know who I'm talking about.
No,
you know.
So when I was in college, I used to go in the studio. He probably still got some old files somewhere, maybe, unless he deleted them or something. But I used to go over there and like rap for fun. You know, I knew a few people with studios, and so I go and drop some bars, freestyle. I've had to stop freestyling because my freestyles are mean, and I be feeling like they go a little too far, which is why I only check certain people. And then like I scale down the checking based on the familiarity of our relationship. So like my brother, I'll call and flame his socks off. He'll be cracking up dying laughing. But I can't check everybody. It's certain people that I will tell them I'll never check you.
Yeah.
You know, like you said for me, because as soon as you walked in here, you called me by my middle name. I'm like, yeah. Nobody does like you and my auntie. Like, y'all the only people that do that.
Well, that's your name in our house. So
Wow.
Whoa.
yeah, that's your name.
Your brother doesn't call me that.
Oh, I mean, no. You know I wasn't talking about my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You,
right.
yeah.
Since Cognac.
Yeah. Read in between the lines. Read in between the lines on that. So, like, okay, so we got the screenwriting thing, and so now you're a rapper. I'm not going to say anything, you know.
But you're still trying to. You're like, I'm not going to, like, what's with it? Just let it be what it is.
I'm just tugging, you know what I'm saying? I'm just tugging a little bit.
Just black.
I am black.
I mean, you know, when you tug, you keep tugging, eventually something going to come out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So if I check you in your own home, like.
Hey, you know.
This is a family show.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a family show?
No,
we done said nigga
about
about
No, it's like sometimes we say to get a little spicy, we like, hey, this is a family show.
Some families may watch it. Though.
Right.
Yeah, like black men don't cheat. Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah,
well,
no, we don't. Black
y'all don't.
Yeah, black man don't cheat. But okay, so as a rapper, so what, like, because I look at like what is like kind of the persona, like what do you know what I'm saying? Because as you said, like on the Bend It Over junk, you know what I'm saying, or like was it studio therapy?
Studio therapy.
Studio therapy. Okay.
Studio therapy, the music video, which was directed by myself, conceptualized by myself, and shot by Jonathan Ford, Life Made.
Okay.
Yeah. So he carried out my vision. I really appreciate it. We sat down, we chopped it up, did everything. It was selected for Indie Memphis. So I got to see that video played on the Malco drive-in theater screen. It was a real dope moment. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So what is it like? What is your vision for Queen THC? Like,
oh, I'm just the ruler, so I do what I want to.
You just the ruler, okay?
Yeah, I'm the ruler.
But like as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like sex appeal, like you know what I'm saying? Like that, like you.
I'm a Gemini. So
Gemini, okay.
If I feel like being sexy, I'll be sexy. Magic Springs. If I feel like
that was the one where you was by the pool and the water.
No, that was Bend It Over.
Okay.
The music video for Magic Springs has not been released.
Oh, okay,
yet.
okay. No, I was gonna say because you said
Magic
Magic
Springs.
Springs. No, what I'm saying because like she was around the water and she
Okay.
said Magic Springs. I'm like water, and so but it's like okay, that's Bend It Over.
Yeah, that's Bend It Over. You like that video?
No, I mean I'm just saying. I'm like it was a trip.
Yeah,
It was
You
a trip
remember
because
that
I'm
one.
like.
Where are her
You
clothes?
started doing it now. You know you had your people in the bed. I'm like, what in the hell is this? Where did they do it like this at? So you know, like I
Shout
said,
out
I
to
was
Dr.
shocked.
Cambridge.
I was shocked. You know, like hey, that was new to me.
So I mean, let's just keep it 100 with this. You know, what we even alluded to. You're a nice looking lady. You know what I'm saying, Miss Queen THC, and you know what I mean. Like, and so when the videos are
I got
out,
some 5 DNA.
you know what I'm saying. when men look at it, we could be very, you know, magnetic to.
Men are visual creatures.
Very true. We've talked about that before on this show before. So with that, being in that industry, have you ran into any type of interesting encounters, favors, or just like, hey, you know,
I'll do this feature for you, but I'm gonna need that.
So I'm gonna say it like this.
I mean, you ain't gotta be as vivid as you want. I'm
No.
wondering because I've heard about it.
So
You see what I'm saying?
this is a thing. I had someone try to approach me, and be my manager, and then start talking to me about doing OnlyFans with him. And
Business opportunity. Okay.
that was not a business
I
opportunity.
mean, I'm saying
for
what he was
me.
probably thinking.
That
No, he was trying to get him some business.
yeah, he was trying to give him some business.
Okay.
And I checked him, and we haven't spoken since. But I'm sure if we see each other out in public, we'll be like,
Right.
But beyond that, like I don't respect that. So my thing is, I'm here to work. If I have a connection with you outside of that, I'm gonna leave it outside of that. But I'm not hoeing for beats. I'm not running around here trying to trade my box for videos. Like I am very much the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. And I don't like when men try to come at me like that. I don't need nobody to save me. If you're going to be on a team and we're going to work together, that's one thing. If you just thinking with your dick in your hand, continue to stroke it over there. We got work to do. We busy.
I don't think I ever heard hoeing for beats before, but I think I
No,
like
that's
it.
the thing, though.
Oh, bitches.
Well, yeah, I know it is,
Yeah,
but I
that's the
mean,
thing.
that's just the term. I don't think.
I mean, but don't get it twisted. Like niggas do it too, though.
yeah.
No, when
know
I
what I'm
say
saying? Like,
bitches, I
Right. No, I'm just saying.
bitch is a non-gender,
Right.
That's true.
non-binary.
Well, no, that's why I let you
situation.
say it. But I'm
bitches
just.
be hoeing for beats.
But now, like, like
and I
for
understand
real.
if you don't have the capital and you feel like you have to use what you got.
Yeah.
But like my pen game is cold, and so my thing is, if there's a situation where you don't have the money, like have something else that you can offer. If the only thing that you can bring to the table is in between your legs, you need to do some enrichment.
Hey,
I mean, and not only that, though,
But
they're
everybody
not gonna
get it how
give
they
you-
get it though. So
Yeah,
I'm not
for sure.
judging anybody, but over here on this side,
yeah.
It's like, but
It's
look, as a
business.
producer, if I could sell my music for like, not even gonna say on a Dr. Dre level where I'm selling beats for $100,000, Timberland level like that. Like if I'm selling my beats for $1,000, right? Like I'm not finna give you $1,000 beat just cause you let me get 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You finna get a $100 beat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe,
It's only
you know what I'm saying?
15,
A $50
20
beat.
minutes?
Right. You said what now?
it's only 15, 20 minutes.
I ain't got nothing to prove at this point in my life. If it
Okay.
take me, if it takes me that long, I'm doing something wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's like when you learn how to. It's just like in a boxing match. If I know I can knock you out in the second round, why go 12?
They
And then
paycheck.
no. You get paid that same. You get paid.
Well,
Talking
it
about
depends.
whether it's
Yeah,
a
now
long
you talking
or whether
about
it's short.
gambling, yeah, but no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you done heard how some of these boxers talk trying to fight 12 rounds. I mean, like, I'm still trying to have my articulation and my diction and everything else. So
You're not trying to
at all. Like, I'm
concussion
trying
protocol.
You ain't got nothing to
I ain't
prove
got.
out
I
here,
have
man.
nothing to prove. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I said at the beginning of every podcast. You know what I do.
You know what I do?
I didn't come to play. So like it is what it is, but I'm just saying, and I'm speaking for other people. Like at the most, maybe you're not trying to show out with this chick. You're just trying to say you did it. So she ain't finna get your top quality dick
Like Big Meech
for a
Daddy.
beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. You finna be like Mr. Charles in there. You finna be 2 pumps in a swivel, and you finna give her a track.
Look, all those sex scenes
Right.
be like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, all of them do
No,
really
like
don't.
And they
15.
No,
15,
I mean,
and they
like,
be done. So it's like
I have never seen.
But they be
you
satisfied,
know what? The longest sex scene I've seen.
That
in a
woman
movie,
was not satisfied. That
talking
woman
about
no.
the dark
I'll
skin
say
girl?
this.
Talking about dark
I'll
skin?
say this though.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. They probably.
she went and finished herself
came
off
back.
No.
She
You
came
can't.
back.
You can't really
came back.
simulate.
because she hated Lucille.
What I'm saying is though, you can't really simulate. If you was to actually, I mean, think about that. Now we trip off of like, what's a long sex scene you've seen in a movie? Like the longest one I've seen, you seen the movie Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
So like that sex scene was like maybe a minute and 30 seconds long, but it seemed like it was long because they're changing positions. That was 1 minute
right.
and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right. So like
this
you
man
can't
didn't
simulate-
change no positions
So,
though.
but what I'm saying is again,
Don't defend him.
have y'all seen Swarm?
I have.
They came right.
I
So,
binged
like-
every episode.
So like my guy from Snowfall, right? The first episode, him and Chloe Bailey.
Yeah.
Which in Chloe Bailey, that's one of my ones. She sits on the throne where she can't do no wrong.
Okay.
But like he back there, you know, going
Yeah.
and again, but like if you was to clock it, That ain't even a minute.
Yeah, because
That ain't even
that's
60
not
seconds.
how time
Right,
works.
exactly my point. So what I'm saying is, so now when you say 15 minutes, like most people can't even do jumping jacks for 2 minutes. So now when you're talking about, like you said, oh, that ain't shit. You can't do jumping jacks for 2 minutes. You can't plank for 2 minutes.
Who can?
You can't say, I'm just, most people.
Oh, okay.
Most people, like we say that, but like we put that clock down, and I saw somebody put a meme on Instagram, and it was like a woman, she was like chopping like basketball, and she was like exercising for 1 minute, be like, and so she started doing it, and like the clock was ticking, and then she's like, I ain't never gonna say niggas ain't shit again, because it was like you're moving that quick, and you're like, dang, like when is this gonna be over with? And you think you've been going for a long time, and you only been going for like 28 seconds.
But see, when you having fun.
Okay, again, see that, but that's what I'm saying for you, because you're a receiver for the guy. Like for us, it's like doing the jumping jacks. On
Oh no, you
it's
give
work.
and you receive. You
It's
gotta
work.
It's
So,
like driving out of town. If you're gonna drive across country, you don't let one person drive the whole time. You gotta switch who in the driver's seat.
agreed, but what I'm saying is, so again, and again, so like I said. Because check this out. Because this is my thing. Any woman, and I asked a woman this, I was like, you got a rose, or you play with yourself, how long it take you to get it? Any woman who play with herself a rose, within 5 minutes, you got it. So now, if I give you 20, nigga, I like, the rose on it. So like, again, if it take me longer than that, and your rose only take you 5 or 2, yourself only take you 5 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Why the hell I got to give you an hour? And your fingers don't give you an hour. The rose don't give you an hour.
But see, we know what we like.
So again, I'm going to do it long enough to where you can't say I ain't shit, but not so long to where now, if I'm tired or I done worked a long way, I don't. I do that for me. That's for my ego. Okay. I'm competing versus myself. I ain't competing versus nobody else. I compete versus me. It's me versus me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But again, like, when these women are like, you're doing this for a beat that he normally, if he was giving you a quality beat. So like, if I was in that position, nigga, you got to give me where the beats you selling to Kendrick Lamar and 21 and Drake and Big Boogie and Key Glock. I want them beats. Don't give me the beat that you selling for them niggas around the corner, rapping in the garage. I don't know. I need, oh man, I got this going on DJ Khaled. I need that.
21.
I need
that. Do something for me?
Like I said, like if I'm going to sell my soul, I need $1 trillion. If you ain't giving me $1 trillion, my soul ain't for sale. 500 billion. If you ain't giving me that, my soul ain't for sale. I'll do some weird shit for 500 billion, but guess what? Ain't nobody offered me 500 billion, so we ain't got shit to talk about. So what I'm saying is that these women,
person has
exactly. So what are we talking about?
Nothing.
No, I'm not finna reach around and do no weird shit for you, and I got to live with that for the rest of my life.
Oh, you're talking about reach around?
No, I'm saying women. You because he asked you about, and you mentioned hoeing for beats and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You got to live with that.
Yeah.
So if you're not attracted to that person anyway, if it's not something that you would do for free, don't do it for no half-ass beat. Like if you gonna do it, nigga, I need the beat. I need to be able to record 2 or 3 albums here. I need that junk mixed and mastered. Like, if I'm going to give it up.
You're saying get the most out of it.
Get your money's worth.
Okay.
To quote old girl on Flavor of Love, if I was a hoe, I'd be a top dollar.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A good show for you to watch.
If you
it just came out. I'm putting you onto another show. It's on Hulu. It's called Unprison. It's
I'm gonna wait.
Kerry Washington and LeBron James daddy, Delroy Lindo. But he had a line in there where he said he treating you like you a side chick. Ooh. You a main bitch, and don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Man. Now repeat it. No, it was a point he was making because she's playing his daughter, and he was saying that the dude was treating her like a jump off, and not he's like, you ain't even a side bitch, you just a jump off. He's like, man, you ain't even the main bitch. He said, niggas lie to their main bitch. And he said, the reason why is because you care about your main chick. Yeah. You don't want to hurt her. So you will lie to her. He said, but your side chick or your jump off, you'll tell her the truth because you don't care what she think. So I'm going to be completely honest with her because I don't care what you think. But the people that I love, I'm going to lie to you because I don't want you to be hurt or disappointed.
I resent
that. That's
facts.
facts.
If you love me, tell me the truth. See, a lot
We had
of dudes,
a video episode on that. Lie to the ones you love, season 1.
no,
Go check it out.
don't lie to me. If you can lie to everybody else and put on your best face out in the world for everybody else, you better bring your best face home and get your motherfucking ass out my home.
But you see what she said though? That was what Nikki Giovanni was telling James Baldwin when they was talking.
That's real.
No. What Nikki Giovanni was telling James Baldwin is what you said. He's like, you put your best face on in the world. But that's a lie because you really don't feel like that. But you smile for your boss. Yeah. You smile for the people that you work with, even though you don't feel like that. Yeah. But then when you come home, you're cussing me out. Hell. Right. She's like, no, just like you lied to them out there, smiling and you're happy, come back home and smile for me and give me that same energy that you give out there. If you love me, give me that same energy that you give to them people that don't mean nothing to you.
But see, this is what I mean with that. You can tell me the truth and talk to me respectfully. You can talk to me nice and tell me the truth. Because my thing is, if I have a partner, a true partner, then I'm going to be able to handle whatever you throw at me. Now, if I'm not going to accept it, give me my agency. But don't have me going for the okie doke because then I'm going to get up with your ass.
What's a good way for a guy to tell you, or a woman to tell you that they cheating on you? What's a good way to say that I'm playing you?
Like honestly,
it's not even playing. If you tell me I'm dealing with other people,
now it's on you to feel like what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's on me to decide if I'm okay with that. If I'm not okay with that, but I want you, then I'm gonna have that conversation. But I'm a big girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown up. So just be understanding of the fact that if you're seeing other people, don't worry about where these lunch plate came from. It's in the refrigerator, fam. Like,
not the tit for tat, boy.
No, it's not even tit for tat. It's just a level playing field. Okay. If you think that you can run around town and do you, that's fine. I'm still gonna hold you down, but just understand while you're making love to somebody's old lady.
But what if he's done though? He was just coming to you to come clean. Like, hey, I was messing with
this happened like 10 years ago. We was in a bad spot.
3 years
ago. I had a moment and I felt bad, didn't have a moment, but it's been on my conscience for the last 9 years and I just wanted to come clean.
Damn, how light is your conscience that you can hold that bitch for 9 years?
I mean, how long do parents lie and tell that their kids it's a Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and all this other goofy shit?
I don't know, because I don't tell
I'm not saying that you as an individual.
No, I'm just speaking for me,
But keep in mind, though, you were a teacher, so you know this. We do this goofy stuff at school where it's Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all of that.
I ain't do that for my
kids. I'm just saying. I never got into a discussion with my kids.
Say 2 or 3 years.
But it went on at the school, right? Parents lie to their kids for how long? Like how many? Think about how many kids grow up in a household and you think that that's your daddy and it's not, or that's your mama and it's not, or you think that this is my grandma or my sister and your sister's really your mama, like that Tyler Perry movie. Think about how like that happens all the time.
It does.
It does happen.
So that don't mean I'm just and I brought that up because that doesn't mean that you have a weak conscience, like.
No, I'm just saying, like, you're not feeling that guilty, fam. Like,
I don't think so.
Okay, but given that situation, if it happened like that, would you be like, okay? Would you be cool with that? Or you would be like, I can't deal with that, I gotta go?
So, if you fuck with my agency is gonna fuck with you back.
Now, when you say agency, like, what do you...
My choice. You're not going to take my choice of what to do with my body, my choice of what to do with my time, my choice of what to do with my money, my energy. When you fuck with my agency's going to fuck with you back.
So you would turn the other cheek, or you would just be like, hey, but we're talking about a marriage here. We're not talking about just your simple, hey, I'm with you, you my boo, you my boyfriend. We're talking about real deal.
Trust is a thing.
Yeah.
So if you fucking with the trust, I can't fuck with you. Like, I can't fuck with you the way that I would. Like, if you come to me and you say, hey,
you came clean.
No, this is something that needs to happen before. Don't go fuck the bitch and then come tell me years later and then be like, it only happened once. Because I'm not going to believe that first and foremost.
Once probably be a stretch. You know what I'm saying? To be like once.
I ain't going to lie. Like, I've had some times in my life where it was only once. But my thing is that I've never actually came back and said anything to anybody directly. Like, my shit always come because people watch our podcast and be like, hey, you said this. Did you do this to me? And then in some cases, I had to be like, you know what? Not you. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, like, I can't even lie, fam. You know, them times when you was acting funny.
Pardon me.
Don't think that I was sitting at the house crying and you know what I'm saying?
You weren't
like,
on your Drake.
Y'all outnumber men on the planet 15-1, like when you was acting funny. But to your point from the beginning, I always, and keep in mind, it is women that I've dealt with and dated that I did not, do anything against or whatever. But I always let them know the possibility exists. Not gonna say that I'm gonna do it. I may not slap somebody when I walk out of here today. However, in the right situation, right circumstance,
Will Smith.
I might, exactly. But now I may
Will.
live my whole life and never be unfaithful. But I'm just letting you know, because I know I think about it. And that's where every action starts, from a thought. Because I know I'm capable of thinking about it and I'm capable of doing it. Not saying that I'm going to do it, but just know that I'm capable of it. Don't put me on this pedestal like, oh, he's such a nice guy, he's a gentleman, he's not going to. No, I'm capable. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but I'm capable. And so now that gives that person, to her point, because you know that now, from on the beginning, you can choose whether or not to deal with me. I can tell you it's women that I've dealt with that they knew, or they found out, they were suspecting. But guess what? At the end of the day, they made the choice, and I said, like, you do what you want to do. You can stay here. You can be mad at me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you done drove all the way over here. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got your money's worth, or you can get your money's worth and be mad at me later.
But that's part of the consequence.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's up to you. You gonna get your money's worth or not? So, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, but to the point you was making, like, the reason why I wouldn't just bring it out is because we sit here and argue for an hour, 2 hours a day, 2-3 days, some weeks. We done wasted life. So now, if I don't have to tell you that, it's not because I don't care about you, but what is that going to solve? I did what I did. So now, if you still going to fool with me anyway, why would I even bring that discomfort to you and have you in your feelings and mad? You see what I'm saying? Now again, if you find out, it is what it is, but I'm not going to give that to you. Because again, why mess up your comfort level? Why do anything to mess up your comfort level? As a parent, and our parents probably dealt with this. This probably was some times that the bills was tight. They didn't know how they was going to pay the light bill. They didn't know how they was going. They didn't tell us, hey, y'all, the lights might get cut off. Because now we panicking. So we living life. We don't know. Man, we got all types of stuff going. We don't know that the MLG&W about to cut us off. But our parents did not put that fear in us.
And they'll cut you off for a quarter, boy.
You see what I'm saying? And so now again, for somebody who, what player Tony say, and you say you control the temperature in your house, why would you put that person in discomfort if you don't have to?
But see, for me, it's not a discomfort thing because in the past, this is past. I was having a conversation with a young man, and I asked him how many partners he had. And he told me how many partners he had.
So, in life or currently?
Current.
Oh, okay.
We were discussing the current.
Mm-hmm.
And the honesty, it did something for me.
Yeah. That's what, like, for me, like, just to tell the truth, to give, like, this is where I'm at now. I might have been somewhere else 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if I'm going to tell you, like, if I've been doing this, I have to be prepared for whatever you want to do. Whatever.
The blowback from that.
Huh?
The blowback.
The blowback. Like,
if you was grown enough to do it, you should be grown enough to accept the consequences.
If it's hurting my conscience that much, where I got to tell you I had this affair 3 or 4 years ago, I have to be prepared to, if she just like, said, nigga, forget you, I'm gone, or...
Remember that child support.
Yeah, or, you know what I'm saying? But you have to, what we say, even the work, you got to count the cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to present it, you got to be like, she could flip. I'm with you, though. It's like, why would I want to kind of put that fire on myself? You know what I'm saying? Just physically, fleshly speaking.
So why wouldn't you control yourself?
Because at the time that it happened, you
can control yourself when you got to get your get back.
Oh.
When it's about getting get back.
No, for me, it's not about getting
No. So what is it about?
Because I can control myself.
So again, but it's not about self-control, right? It's
See,
about you getting it's about you getting your get back.
No, it's not about getting get back.
So, but this
once you breach a contract, the contract no longer exists.
Okay, so check this out. When we go to sign up, and all of us have worked jobs before, when we sit down, part of our contract, and we say we're gonna be on time every day. That's a part of the contract. But shit happens.
I had a job, right? And I had not gotten paid. Mm-hmm. And this crazy bitch, and yes, I'm calling her a crazy bitch. This crazy bitch gonna tell me, you can't talk to me like that. I'm your boss. I said, you ain't paid me no money. You ain't my motherfucking boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so because she breached the contract.
Yeah, you have to pay the cost to be the boss. If you want to run around here and tell people what to do, if you want to be a boss and not a leader, run it.
Right, exactly.
Ain't nobody got enough to be my boss right now.
But so like I said again, again, going back to that, like they breach a contract or you breach a contract rather when they say
no, they breached the contract.
I was talking about when I was saying you saying you're gonna be on time for work. Everybody in here probably been late somewhere before. It's not because
work be late sometimes.
Right, exactly. But what I'm saying is it's not because you're just like psh, in most cases, it's not just because you're like psh, fuck this job. Traffic, something happens at the house. But I don't know how many times with me
late and fucking
hold on. Again, no, I was saying we talking about self-control, like stuff happens. I've been in some situations.
That's not stuff happening, no. That's what I'm saying.
I have been in some situations, though.
I can't go with you there, Ray. I can't go with you there. Not with the.
You just fell in it.
Just happened.
No, not now, if we talk. No, what I mean is that like.
There was some water right there.
Yeah. Niggas don't wake up. No, right. We don't wake up and be like, I'm finna fuck my marriage up. I'm finna fuck my relationship up. But like, and I can only speak for me.
But do you know the consequences
been in some situations.
Yeah, speak for you. Go ahead.
No, right. I never had to reap those consequences.
Okay.
So I you know what Bill Bellamy say how to be a player, getting caught as a bitch. So I've been told. I've never had to reap those consequences. I don't live in that space. I'm not Tory Lanez. I don't have two women that I'm messing with at the same party with another chick that I'm trying to mess with that leads to me accidentally shooting somebody. I'm not that guy.
I went there,
you know what I'm saying,
I don't know
right?
Them details
so
right there.
No, I mean, but no, that like essentially that's what it was. He thought he was more player than what he was. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, like, it's been some times where I go out, I'm on my best behavior, and so it's just like being in a fight, you know. Mm-hmm. Nigga step to you, what's up, nigga? You want to throw down? Mm-hmm. You like, nigga, whatever. I'm finna walk away. But if the nigga keep getting in your face, yeah. You had all the best laid plans, best intentions, but if you knock him the fuck out, everybody's gonna understand that because you were trying to walk away. Now keep in mind the era that we grew up in. This ain't that 2023. Everybody woke now, and everybody can offend you. When we grew up, if a woman called you gay, that was like the worst thing ever. So now if a woman was throwing it at you and you rejected it, again, we're not these, whatever they call it, Generation Alpha now, where everybody can be gender fluid and whatever you want to be. If you were a heterosexual and somebody called you gay, that was every woman is looking at you like, oh, for real, oh. So now if a chick coming at you, some chicks don't care that you married. Some chicks don't care that you got a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Some chicks don't care that you're committed.
Some women prefer it.
So exactly. So now sometimes you have to go on and give them their money's worth so they can leave you the hell alone, and you going back to your bit. And in those cases, it's not about, oh man, I want to. Not granted, I don't want to offend nobody, but like if they like Precious, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna take that. Like if people like she calling you gay, people be like, girl, stop it. He don't want you no way. But if it's somebody that generally everybody's like, oh, she can get it. If she calling you gay and everybody like, man, what they would do to her, you either got to not put yourself in a position where you're ever alone around her, or B, when that happen, you got to go on and do it.
See, but that's what I'm talking about, because usually, now if you're just talking about a kiss, you can kiss in a restaurant, you can kiss in a hotel lobby or something, but if
you can smash in a hotel lobby. Well, I mean the bathroom.
Yeah. know what I'm saying? You can't fall up in that like that. You have to be intentional.
Why would one go to a hotel room?
No, no. I said not room, lobby.
No, why would you go to a hotel and not just make it to the room?
Right, go to the room. Because if you go to a room, that means you intended to do it. That's not
If you go to the hotel.
What if you worked at the hotel?
No, we're not talking about
Stay
that.
your ass at the bathroom.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Hold it till you get home.
some of the places that I've worked at, like,
you just not gonna fall up.
I used to work at FedEx.
No.
I used to work at St. Jude. I used to work at UPS.
Boy.
I didn't work. I'm just saying.
No,
these
but
places, nigga, I done been on top of every hospital in Memphis. Okay, I'm just saying, like, and it's like
handing out
sometimes
some TLC.
sometimes it was intentional. Sometimes it was just what it was.
This man said
I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
fall
Handing
up
out
in it.
prescriptions.
But
on the
what I'm
roof.
saying, you got to give them what. Like sometimes you're a doctor, you got to prescribe them, give them what they need.
Don't get married, man.
But
Don't
I will one day at some point. But even then, but like,
We'll say he can just.
Don't
fall,
but no.
fall
But what
on
I'm
something.
saying is, to
Please
your
don't
point,
do it.
like, I don't think that you understand. Like when guys do that, we're not necessarily trying to hurt or mess up a
I
situation.
don't give a fuck.
And that's the heart of the matter. So it don't matter what the person's intention is.
So respect me enough to tell me the truth. Like I
If
have
you
been,
ask?
I have no. Come and tell me the truth. Talk to me. I'm good. See, the thing is, it's not because you don't want to hurt somebody. It's because what you're doing, you don't want done unto you.
Yeah.
But what if you don't really care?
If you don't care, then what the fuck you not being honest about?
No. What I'm saying by what if you don't care, what I mean is that, like, if you understand reaping and sowing, you understand the law of reciprocity, you understand karma, you understand that if you keep bullshitting, eventually bullshit gonna come back to you. So if bullshit,
There's some people that don't understand.
But what I'm saying is, if you're on this mentality, because I've always been of one, and I got family members that's dealt with this. And just I've had family
you have
members.
friends who've been
Right. I got a family
Everybody
member
done been through it.
that stayed married 40 years after the spouse had a child from somebody that they wasn't married and stayed with that person 40 years.
Oh, I have family members.
And keep in mind, and check this out, and it wasn't a woman, okay? It wasn't a woman who stayed, it was a dude who stayed. But what I'm saying is that, like, so now if you understand
Their choice.
that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? I'm just saying, like, every woman got a celebrity crush. You got one. You got somebody. I'm just saying, you got somebody that's like, if you saw them and they threw it at you, they could get it. Whether or not you tell people that.
No, so my thing is, I'm a connection person. So I have to have an intelligent conversation with you. I have to feel like I can be myself with you.
I'm gonna throw
These
some shade
niggas on
at you,
TV,
though.
you can.
Yes, because you were just before it, when the cameras wasn't rolling, we talking about Ezekiel Elliott and his stomach showing.
I wasn't.
And you was loving the stomach showing.
No, stop. I did not say that shit.
Did she not say she loved the crop top? Did she say she loved the crop top?
What was my reason for the crop top? I said because he was
it
cold.
made him comfortable or something like that.
I said he was cold when he had the crop top.
And then what you tell him to do? Because he was like, if you got a problem with the crop top, stop looking at his stomach.
Yeah, because I don't look at that man's stomach. I was not looking at his stomach. The man was cold when he was wearing the crop tops, man.
It's true.
He was colder. Crop top ratio, Ezekiel Elliott, colder.
So, but by you saying it, you understand why I assumed that you were looking at the abs. The same reason when I kept talking about your video.
But what is
you assumed that I was looking at other stuff?
But men are visual creatures.
But you can look though, like
but what I'm saying, like everybody, look, if you ever watch a movie or a TV show and some dude come on and you be like, ooh. Don't act like you don't have a celebrity. That's all I'm saying.
So this is my thing.
If a nigga come in with you, just every nigga that come on Idris Elba, The Rock.
He ugly to me.
What's the nigga name that played in Girls Trip that played on Queen Sugar? Kofi, like him.
Oh, yeah.
If you just everybody, you just Method Man, anybody that's handsome, you just if that's your reaction, fine. I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
But for the rest of these women, when Denzel, Method Man, The Rock, the nigga that playing Snowfall, Michael B. Jordan. The other nigga that played in Creed, Jonathan Majors.
Which Snowfall?
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying
when
which
these
man
niggas
is
come on, you know what
Snowfall?
these women be doing.
Because you got a Leon, you got a Jerome, you got a Franklin Saint.
You see what I'm saying? She know the characters.
Cause
I
write for TV. Hell yeah, I know the characters.
So what are you saying? What
I'm saying is I can look at a man and say, oh, he's handsome.
Right.
But unless I've had a conversation and a connection, I'm stingy with my love. I'm not just gonna drop it off just because. And motherfuckers know I'm stingy with my love.
I'm saying, but you never thought that way about anybody in life.
Mahershala Ali before the weight loss.
Yeah, he did lose some weight. That's the nigga that's Mahershala Ali. He
was in Luke's
Green Book.
Luke?
No, Green Book, Moonlight.
Mahershala Ali,
House of Cards. He the new Blade.
Moonlight?
Yeah, Moonlight. Yeah, him. The main character. Yeah.
But
and he was Taraji's husband in Benjamin Button.
Okay.
I wasn't really checking.
I'm just saying, but like, keep in mind. And he actually used to he went to college on the basketball scholarship.
I heard about that. So, okay, so we got that with the rapping thing, because I know the dudes be trying you out there probably with that.
Yeah, because we just went on the whole...
It's lame as
fuck.
That
was wild.
Yeah, it's lame as fuck. But
see, that's what we need.
It's a mental thing
don't do this,
for me.
JB. Nah, She's the only one who actually dipped into the rabbit hole.
She dipped into it.
It's a Gemini thing.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So, you did that. You got that going. So... With the Queen THC, so you said you have something coming out, right?
Yeah, come outside. Team Will Smith, come outside.
Now, what kind of come outside are you talking about? Like,
this come outside is for all the people who have the spirit of pull up in them. So, you know, you talking that shit, it's cool. Keep on running your mouth. But come outside while you're doing all this shit. Yeah, come on outside.
And that's all I was just saying.
Come outside.
I be minding my own business. I be happy in a relationship, but they talking that shit. Come on, catch me outside. How about that?
They come outside.
But that's catching you inside. That's not catching you outside.
No. I have to go inside when they come outside. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I couldn't even flow with you when you talking about you just fall up in it like that. But I was with you.
That's not what I'm saying. Like we talked about this when we had Ebony on here. We were talking about the best man. You remember we were talking about soul food? Mm-hmm. He did not. Now he was wrong as shit.
Cousin Faith.
Right, but he was wrong as shit. But he did not initiate that.
He wasn't even fucked her husband.
Right, exactly. But keep in mind, he wasn't even playing with it. He wasn't even kind of joking and then like, no, I can't, I'm married. Like, he wasn't even on that. Like, he left her where she was at. He goes to another part of the house. Now, keep in mind, and remember I said he fucked up because he should not have been drinking around somebody, getting wasted around somebody that's not his wife. But he went to another part of the crib. He gets on the piano. She walk over to him, no drawers on, take his hand out the piano and put it there. Now, you may have superpowers. I do too, but not in that area.
To a certain degree.
Mine is not in resisting. Mine is in another area. So you put me in the rabbit hole.
So self-control requires superpowers. Because I've been in hotels before and
y'all different
I've
though.
kept my clothes
Y'all
on.
different though.
And it was respected.
Y'all different though.
But
y'all have to actually that's the difference. Y'all have to actually want it. We always want it.
Oh, so want wasn't the
time.
thing. You can't just because you want something doesn't mean you should have it at that moment. That's what be fucking people up.
I don't.
That's that microwave shit.
People understand.
That's that microwave shit.
When you're on a diet, you have a cheat day.
Look at this guy, boy.
No. We understand that though, right?
So
we understand that. No, we understand
whatever
that.
In your mouth,
no. What I'm saying is, we understand that when I'm on a diet, it's gonna be a day when I know I shouldn't eat the cake. But I'm going to go and eat the cake. Or I'm going to go and eat the sweets. I'm going to go and eat the candy. I'm going to go and drink a soda. Even though I shouldn't because I'm dieting and I'm trying to get to this whatever. I'm not trying to be diabetic. I'm not trying to die. But I'm going to go and drink this grape soda. But then I'm going to be back on my business tomorrow. That ain't my lifestyle. I had a moment of weakness. And as long as I don't live my life like that, I'm not saying that it's okay. No, right. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm saying, but we understand that can happen. And so what I'm saying is your body produces billions of sperm a day.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm not. And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying, but you're made to be, that's a part of who you are. And so now we not even talking about like, and I'm talking about, I'm speaking if everything is right. But you in a situation where Your wife ain't gave you none in 6 months. And you produce it. And it ain't because you ain't doing the right stuff.
Yeah.
She may be going through some stuff and she's not communicating with you what she's going through. Mm-hmm. But you're perceiving it as rejection.
Yeah.
And see, we deal with rejection every day. You don't stop taking the trash out, protecting the house. You hear something outside, you going to look. Yeah. Somebody say something crazy to you. You standing up. She asks you to do something for the kid. You still do. You don't get to take a day off from that, even though you're getting rejected. Like Charles was, just like Charles was getting rejected from Lucille in BMF. You still, you know what I'm saying. You still doing what you need to do as a man. But like after a while, somebody keep throwing it at you. And I'm constantly getting rejected over here. Then on top of me getting rejected, then you going to the pastor talking about I'm looking at porn.
That shit was so funny.
You know what I'm saying? Now you embarrassing me in front of strangers and stuff like that.
Split the check.
And keep in mind, I've been doing right, and you embarrassing me.
Now, like that whole situation with
Charles wasn't doing right. Though.
You know what I'm saying? Charles wasn't doing right, to his point,
Charles was doing right.
Lucille,
Charles ain't doing nothing right.
Team Charles.
Lucille wasn't like
you would be Team Charles.
She wasn't, you know what I'm saying, communicating physically with her husband, and so he had to.
And you see the way Snoop did in the last episode. I don't need to be covered. Oh, word. You take that check right back. Split it right down the middle. You don't need to be covered.
We gonna split it. Since we kind of on this topic before we wind down, because we went down a whole rabbit hole, and you know, with Rab, because I know he was passionate. You know what I'm saying with it. Now I did have a post. Was talking about the Ciara thing. Ciara and Russ Wilson, she was at a Vanity fair or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yes. And she wore basically a nightgown. You know what I'm saying? Something.
It was not a nightgown.
That joint was a nightgown. That joint was a nightgown. It was a see-through. She had a thong on, correct?
She did.
Had a thong on.
Absolutely.
See-through thing. Now, I had to tell you what I think about it. Like, I was actually talking to wifey about that because we got, you know, a little situation talking about it. You know what I mean? Like
I can imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine. So
she didn't have a problem with it, did she? Wife didn't have a problem with it, did she?
She was like, whatever. It didn't matter. Didn't care.
You had a problem with it, though.
I was like...
Of course he had a problem. We know this, man.
Ain't nobody ain't gonna... You ain't gonna be, you know, mine and, you know what I'm saying, floating out there like that.
I didn't have a problem with it.
You know, I know you wouldn't. I said...
No, right? I mean, no, as much as I think Russell Wilson may be like a square dude, at that point, he was my hero.
He looked very uncomfortable.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He looked super uncomfortable.
No, y'all perceived that he looked uncomfortable because
did.
Most of the time when you see that man, he got a motherfucking helmet on his head. Let's be real. Let's be for real.
He looked
like he was going to twist that thing up like a pretzel when they got in the back of that car. That's what he looked like. See, I seen their Instagram posts.
Okay.
I seen the before. He looked like he just got through tapping that joint and she slid them things on back to the side and shimmied on down that car.
I mean, that probably would help the situation.
He was probably tired from busting that thing down on the way to the Vanity Fair party.
So first of all, the name of the magazine is called Vanity.
Mm-hmm. Vanity Fair.
Let's keep in mind, Vanity.
But the theme of the party was sheer.
No, I was going to go there, but I'm just saying, Vanity. That means that it's about you being vanity. A vain person is somebody that's obsessed with them. Like, so anything Vanity Fair is going to be about the people that they're showcasing. Is like, I'm showing out, I'm doing my thing, look at me. I'm just saying the name, but think about the name of the magazine is Vanity. So to your point, the theme of the party was a sheer thing. And I saw somebody they made a collage on Instagram and it was like 12 different pictures. And they were showing different people. And some of them had less stuff than what Ciara had on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But now keep in mind, most of them, surprisingly, for some reason, didn't look like. But I digress.
They had a melanin deficit.
But they had on less than what she had on. Mm-hmm. Nothing was said. No fuss was made about them.
But that don't matter.
But the theme of the party was sheer,
when black women have agency.
Which means that. And so now she actually looked amazing in that dress.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. You know, like what I've always said, I was king of the side niggas. If Ciara was trying to be entangled, and I got love for us, but if she was trying to be in an entanglement, I would have been down that day. I'm just saying.
I came at it from a strictly, we know what Russell promotes and what he is.
He's a good man.
He's a believer.
Powerade ain't took
No. I I took it from a believer standpoint. That's where I took it from. Like, not even like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way to even look at it. Like,
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because we talked about old boy that got married, that his wife was twerking on him at the thing, the pastor or whatever.
with her
like,
clothes on, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't see she wasn't all the way naked.
There were no clothes when the world began, so what's up?
No, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, I don't, and I've said this before, I'm only in control of what I say and or what I do. I'm not in control of how you perceive it or receive it. So, like, she could have been dressed like a nun, and somebody would have found a way to take that wrong and say, oh, you think you're better than everybody else. You got to do all of this chastity and everything. Like, it's about intention. So now, if my intention was to piss everybody out, then okay, fine. We can speak on her intention. If my intention was, oh, I'm trying to blow the internet up, okay, fine. But, like, you take it however you want to take it.
Perfect example. The Qs are getting ready to have a sundresses and linen party. If I showed up in a pantsuit, that wouldn't be adhering to the theme of the party. She adhered to the theme of the party. She is a grown-ass motherfucking adult.
She's grown.
She can pay her bills. She owns a sports team along with her husband. She has her master's. She has had a career just about as long as the Queen Beyonce. Leave Ciara the fuck alone. If Ciara want to walk out there with the Lil' Kim shell on her titty, that is her black ass business. And that's the problem. People don't be minding they black ass business enough. That shit get on my nerves.
Okay, but I'll be the other side on this because I'm just saying but if you wearing something like that to the public, like, you making it other people's business.
No, you're not.
You literally
No,
are.
you're not. No, you're literally not.
You're coming to an internationally public event, right? With cameras, paparazzi, all this stuff like that. Now, if you was at the grocery store, she wore it at the grocery store, she went to the Mapco 7-Eleven or something like that, paparazzi, oh, look what Ciara got on. I mean, she in there trying to handle her business or whatever.
But that's different.
Like,
that's
we had
different.
women that went to the church that I go to, that we all grew up at, like, and you know, it's certain stuff, if you wore it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, especially back in the day, like, your sister wore certain stuff. It could be modest, but it's still gonna be like, niggas gonna be like.
My sister has runner's legs. I have God has blessed me with front and back.
Right.
And I appreciate the Lord for being the second coming of the Black Dolly Party.
No, I mean, yeah, but like I said, it was a time where, like, y'all could wear certain stuff and people could, and it wasn't necessarily.
But they made it because of how we were shaped.
Exactly, because of how you were shaped, and so that's all I'm saying. Now, granted,
but my thing is, don't be a hater all your motherfucking life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was sheer, and you could see it, but at the same time, people are gonna take stuff the way that, and that's my only thing.
But that's
people
a personal thing,
exactly.
And that's why when people come to me trying to tell me what people think, I just sit there and look. And then I let them finish saying all they want to say. And my response is always the same. I don't give a fuck about what people think. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I'm grown enough to do that shit, be grown enough to shut your motherfucking mouth if you ain't paying me, if you ain't paying my bills. And even if you are paying my bills, I still have agency. I'm a free human being in this goddamn world. I am.
So you would let your wife?
If I was cool,
well, no. We're in a committed.
No, I mean,
relationship.
So, yeah, no, but
okay?
like, so now I say it like
covenant.
this though. I would say it like this though. The women that I've dealt with, and again, different ages, different sizes, shapes, shades, whatever, faith backgrounds. Because of the way that I carry myself, they always cared about what I thought about, not to seek my approval, but they were just like, hey, what do you think about this?
My body hers, her body mine. And
keep in mind,
exactly
right? But keep in mind they respected me enough to consider me. Yeah. So the fact that you consider me, I would say this, and I would say this, like, sometimes I'd be like, oh, girl, you killing that. You better rock the shit out of that. And other times I'd be like, you know what? That's not very becoming on you. However, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be standing right there next to you. So now, but keep that same energy. So now, if other people start telling you that, girl, why did you wear that? You don't come to me, because I'm telling you right now that's not a good look. But if you want to wear that, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be standing there right with you.
You gotta be ready for all that comes with it.
So I'm good.
Right, it's the consequences.
Don't be mad at me because you get negative flack from your mama and your grandmama and the church mother and your cousin, your sister, and everybody, your brother. Don't come, Shay. Why you tell me not? No, I told you right now before you walked out the house. Like, so now if you want to wear that, I'm not finna act any for. I'm still gonna be the same nigga
that's
that I am
honesty,
right now.
And that's agency. He's saying what he thinks, but he's not saying take your ass in there and change.
Right.
That's agency.
Now he could do that.
If he could do.
I mean,
what?
he could.
I can say it.
Yeah,
I mean,
he can say it.
He can do it. I can say it.
Like,
I can say anything.
Man.
He can do it, but when I'm
he
saying
can say that penguins live in Africa.
when I say the phrase like let, like
action, I'm just playing.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't back that out.
Yeah.
Like let, like it's like you said, it's about
It's zoos out here.
talking, you know, with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my body and vice versa. So it's like,
what's your body?
hers.
Her body is yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And vice versa. Like
his body is hers too, though.
yeah, it go both ways. So I'm saying, like, to have the conversation, be like, babe, like I don't want everybody to see like that's precious. Like I don't want everybody to see it like that. Like, and I'm all for towing the line. Like I'm all for showing the cleavage, the legs and stuff like that. But that though,
you're not for towing the line.
Huh?
You're not for towing the line.
Somebody said it.
You didn't got
around
no, not towing the
You
line.
got conservative.
No.
You used to be a rebel.
No,
now you're JB the man.
I'm saying
you used to be
towing the line.
Edge.
What I'm talking about is showing the cleavage, legs or whatever, but like just being out with a see-through with the thong on and stuff, like, you know, no.
I'm like this, like, see, and this is what I'm saying, like, so, like, let's say hypothetically speaking, if I was married, me and my wife made a movie of ourselves and somebody leaked it, I'm not apologizing for shit, because I didn't leak it, and you didn't have to watch it.
Yeah.
So if you watched it, you heard about it, you knew what it was, why would I apologize about that? You know what I'm saying? And so to that same token, again, if...
How did we get to that,
If
though?
I was and I'm just saying, we talking about towing the line and I guess being respectful for other people and stuff like that. Like, I'm not, again, if my intention is not to be disrespectful, I'm not apologizing because you perceive something as disrespectful and it was not intended to be disrespectful. All I'm going to say is, hey, that's not what I meant. But now, if that's the way you took it, I'm like, I got an aunt, her nickname amongst the family is nigger. Like, legit. Not dead ass. I'm not making this up. You can ask my dad. Like, my dad does not call, but my other family member, his aunt, my great, like, and the reason why she got that nickname before my great granddaddy died was she was the youngest, and he used to say, that's my little nigger.
Oh, man.
And so now amongst her siblings would call her that. Now, nobody outside the family can call her that. But nobody checks other family members in the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all call her that? No, you got to understand the context.
Nigga or T nigga?
No. I actually, because she was my grandmother's youngest sister, and she's one of the only ones living, I call her mama.
Okay.
But I hear other people in the family say that. I don't get offended because I get it. That's not meant to offend me. And now I could take it offend, and we got some people in our family like, oh, don't say nigga, but guess what? When they hear somebody say, nigga pass me the cornbread, they don't be in they feeling woke all of a sudden, they shut the fuck up. Because they know, they understand that's not the difference between connotation and denotation. Context means things. Intention means things. So now to your point, it's a sheer party. She's fitting the theme. You see all these other people in here, Anne Hathaway, sheer dress, Taylor Swift shirt, and I don't know that all these people, but I'm just saying.
And I saw
all
a
these
picture
other people
of another more famous black woman with a sheer dress.
Right.
And ain't nobody said her name.
They ain't nobody saying
they don't want it with
anything.
her.
Who we talking about?
She's in the industry. She can't say.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like,
These are lovely Cowboys decorations, by the way.
But what I'm saying is, people pick
So
the low
since
hanging
everybody do it, it's cool.
No,
it's cool when they do it.
People pick the low hanging
But it's a problem when C do it.
Right. Russell's a quote unquote square, so we're gonna pick on the Christian guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pick on the believer.
And Opie keep knocking that thing up.
Chill out.
Opie
Just like they were
is
picking on
knocking
dude
that
when
thing
his
up.
wife was twerking on him at the thing. Like, ain't nothing wrong with twerking. She wasn't at the freaking club. Like, she was at her freaking wedding reception. Sit the fuck down and let these two married people enjoy.
See, but that's on them. I wasn't against that.
Okay, but if you're going to that theme party and you're in that industry and you're participating in the theme, she wasn't completely naked. The parts that needed to be covered up was covered up. Yes, it was provocative. Yes, it was attractive. So if you don't like it, why are you watching it?
What was covered?
What was covered?
Her
nipples were covered.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
her JJ was covered.
Areolas were covered.
But when you go to a beach, you see cheeks.
Yep.
Was that a beach though?
It was a sheer party. A sheer party.
Since the other women, since they do it, she should do it too.
She did what she did. Okay. And she wore what she wore.
She did.
And she said what the fuck she said.
What'd she say? I didn't hear what she said.
All I'm going to say is I become all things to all men so that I may win some. So now what?
So you say yes. You don't wear that.
I don't,
in
that moment, yes. If she's wearing that to work, no, like what? What y'all got going on at work?
For her.
No. I mean, like, you're going to the office to freaking...
She's not doing that.
Exactly my point. But what I'm saying is if you're going to... Oh, I'm finna go to the grocery store to pick up some...
And she's not
Roman
doing
noodles and some... Exactly. That's different. We're
different.
Going... just like I would not walk out the house wearing a werewolf costume. If I was going to a costume party,
I would love
and people would be like,
werewolf costume.
Why he demonic. No, I'm going to a costume party.
Yeah.
Like, so now if you want to make that's on you. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
Correct.
I'm going dressed up in the thing. I'm participating in this thing. And guess what? When I leave here, I'm going to be wearing something else. When you see me at the grocery store,
I can guarantee Russell made sure she wasn't wearing nothing.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. So. But if you would have saw them 5 hours later, not at the party, at the store getting some ice cream or something, she probably wouldn't have had that on.
She probably had on a hoodie.
She probably would have had on a hoodie and some sweat because I'm not doing what I do. I'm not entertaining or I'm not being in my sphere of influence right now. I'm chilling. This is how I dress when I'm in this capacity.
Well, let me just give this example since she made it kind of with the, kind of Hoeing for beats. So, if the whole industry is doing that and it's quote unquote regular, or that's the theme of the industry,
the people who ain't got no money that's doing it,
or whoever. So I'm still participate in that because I'm just fitting in. I'm just doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So do you?
So have you ever went to an all black affair?
Yeah.
So you was wearing white because you're not everybody else wearing black. I'm not gonna fit in. I'm just saying you wore the all black, right?
The contrary.
If I went,
but I'm saying, but if you went,
right?
I've worn, and I don't really dress up a lot.
Okay.
And you saw some pictures I posted, but the thing that was said like recently when it was my cousin's birthday and my homeboy birthday, it was like, hey, this is what we're doing. So it was known before I went. This is what, and then even so when I came and I was just like, they was tripping. They was like, oh, we thought you was finna be a hoe. We thought you was finna be a gangster. We thought, it's like, no, I said, if this is what we're doing, okay. If I'm gonna come, I'm not gonna be thugged out and all of y'all wearing suits and ties and stuff. I'm gonna be fitting the theme. Now, if we just show up, then yeah, I'm gonna dress comfortable how I normally dress. But if this is what we're doing, this is what I'm doing. I've been to Curtis.
You don't have to comply with what's going on, though.
But what I'm saying is I've gone to Curtis Givens all black, all white.
And to your point, I have gone to an all black party and wore like white.
Of course you have.
And they let you in?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I know. Because like if you go to the ones, if you go here like his stuff, I know some people that had on mostly black with a red jacket. You ain't getting in here with that red jacket. You can take that red. You can leave that red jacket in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was important in Nashville at the time.
You talking about that? Like no, but like I said, at the all white, it's people who have on all white.
But in Memphis, you're not finna pull it.
Probably not. I've never been to an all black affair in Memphis. I'm not sure. And
I've been to 3 of them, but every time I was compliant. I was wearing what it was to get in the thing.
So okay. Well, then we dropped it down. So are y'all saying that if Ciara didn't wear that, she wouldn't get in?
I'm not saying she wouldn't get in.
I'm saying she wore what the fuck she wanted to wear.
Okay, but I'm just bringing it to the same narrative.
You're participating in the event.
The designer made the dress. She wore the dress that the designer made. It was what she felt comfortable in.
Clearly,
she turned around and showed them beautiful cheeks that she has. And God bless her for that. And she went on in the party and enjoyed herself. And that is her right.
It is her right. But it's also my right to say the other side, to be like, hey, because all I can do is speak from, and I think most people that had the other side to say it, they were speaking from context, from their standpoint, from a man, a husband,
another man's
and also from a Christian, from a believer standpoint. Like,
but it's only fair to say that I wouldn't do that, and I think that that's the problem. Is certain things that is, if I decide I'm going to go out and kill a bunch of people, that is clear that that's a sin. But now, if somebody breaks into my house and I'm protecting, you got 4 babies in here.
Lay down.
If you decide to end their life, I can't say you're wrong. Protecting your house. Now, I can say I wouldn't do that. I can say I would get down on my knees and pray. I can't say that you're wrong.
Right. And that's all I never said she was wrong.
And that's all I'm saying.
I never said she was wrong. I'm a dude. I visually see. Did I look?
Right. You could say, I wouldn't like if my wife did that. But to say, but again, and I think to the point that I'm speaking of, if they had a conversation and both of them cool with it.
I don't know if both of them cool with it.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know.
Because we don't know, I don't want to stir the pot up and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because he may have been cool with it. But now if he reading these comments and all these people saying he should feel a type of way about it, I'm not saying he should feel a type of way about it. I didn't have nothing to say about it till I started reading the comments. Because I saw the picture and I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing, whatever. I didn't have anything to speak on it until I'm reading and listening to what everybody else got to say. Yeah. So now I got to come and be like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Your wife sleeping with everybody. You talking about her wearing a dress? Your wife, the neighborhood hoe, or your husband, everybody knows that your husband is undercover gay, and y'all trying to act like y'all got the perfect marriage, and you mad at her dress? Or we know that you beating the shit out of your wife, you know what I'm saying? But you mad at her having So now I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, what they eat don't make me shit. I don't sleep in the bed with neither one of them. Again, not what I would do. You know what I'm saying? But just because
I've never seen anybody saying that it's wrong. I've
seen a lot of that though.
I haven't.
I've seen a lot of people saying that she shouldn't have done that.
I got contacts in.
I've seen a lot of people. She shouldn't have done that. She shot off. Oh, he really is a simp.
Man won't.
I saw disappointment. I say disappointed. I've seen that disappointed.
So if you're disappointed, you're inferring that somebody did something wrong.
Maybe.
I was gonna say, because you ever told EJ you disappointed in him for getting an A on the paper?
No, nigga, I don't like it. Like, nigga, get it straight.
You get an A, but if he gets an F,
and you're like,
disappointed because you have an expectation that he should not get the F.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, like if I know how you feel on this. Queen THC. I know how, you know what I'm saying. You going
bend it over.
It's the agency. You kind of doing whatever you want.
Let's talk about bend it over for a second. We have to talk about
it. Go ahead.
I'm like, all these years you supposed to be rapping and you want me to hear your stuff, and the first thing I see, I'm like, I just open this up. I'm like, that's what gets brought to me.
But if you actually listen to the verse, I do some actual lyricism in there. So one of the lines in Bend It Over is, check the credit score, sis, can't be losing your place. Because it's niggas out here that's homosexuals. They be getting in relationships.
Just so they'll have some place to stay.
Man, and a warm blanket to sleep under. Ain't bought a damn blanket in the house, but want to run that motherfucker. That's crazy to me. And so my thing is, if you want me to bend it over, how are you covering me? Because if you're not covering me, if you're not leading me, I'm not going to lay up under you unless I don't take you seriously. Now, if I vibe with you and I'm physically attracted to you and I'm like, okay, I'm finna do this, don't expect me to take you serious in the morning. Don't expect me to value your opinions unless it's within your realm of expertise. But again, I'm stingy with my love, so it's not one of those things. I don't just, ooh, he cute, girl. I can recognize that a man is handsome. I have eyeballs, but like Ho said, it ain't for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He also said, I parts with nothing. Y'all be fronting. Me give my heart to a woman. Not
Never
for nothing.
nothing.
Never happened. I'd be forever back. Hard-coded assassin.
And then he came back and said Beyonce saved him.
Right. I'm like, nigga.
And took it, huh? He done
I
took
mean,
it.
but look. I'd let Beyonce save me. God damn it. So,
Yeah.
And so now,
hey now.
smoking out, pouring up, keep that yak up in my cup.
He also said everything's
My
for
car
sale,
actually does
so-
have leather and wood.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got the new whip.
yeah, my car actually does have leather and wood.
You got the new whip.
Okay.
Okay, so we done been somewhere everywhere, and
You know what? This was dope, though.
very.
I guarantee you.
We ain't
If-
talking about come outside though, for real.
Right, but check this out. I
Well, we
guarantee
got interrupted. You know what I'm saying?
guarantee
Because
you,
we was-
if
'Cause he was talking about
If
home.
she shared this video and we share this video, I know for a fact
we gonna get some
we gonna
traction.
have some views. We gonna have the
We
views.
gonna get some traction.
We gonna have some traction
'Cause I
because
think-
we're averaging 100, at least 100 on everything.
Because I think a lot of dudes actually want to hear your perspective.
Oh yeah,
on
no,
some
they
of the
gonna.
stuff we
That's
were
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
And her inbox gonna be jumping.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Look how she looked at the camera.
Yeah. So you saying it's already jumping?
I apologize.
Yeah.
I did not mean to.
Yeah.
That was not my intention.
So let's.
I am an actual Memphis woman, and I want to say this directly to the camera so that everybody understands. I'm a Memphis woman. If you walk your ass in my inbox on some dumbass shit, I'm going to check the shit out you. I'm not going to block you. I'm going to flame your motherfucking ass. So I hope you got a sense of humor. Don't send me no dick pics. I swear to God. I don't, nobody comes at me like that because everybody understands. There are certain things that you don't bring into the throne room. Don't send me your unsolicited sausage.
And remember, the key word here is unsolicited. Now, if they
And I'm not
ask
asking
for it,
for any.
that's a different story. It is nothing wrong when you request it. Don't
Now-
volunteer it, though.
Would it be breaking up like? So what is a proper way to hit your DM then? If is there a proper way or just like no?
Look at how she looked at the camera.
So that look means like don't even do
A
it.
proper way to hit my DM, I'll say come maybe fall 2023 after I've had some time to do some more work and focus on myself, is to have a passport and disposable income.
Wow. Hey, can't be mad at that. She was real.
Yeah,
Real
check
enough.
the credit score. Can't be losing your place.
So
Okay.
When is the actual project? Like, when is that?
Well, she actually want to talk about Come Outside. She said she want to talk about Come
that's
Outside,
the
right?
song, though, right?
Come Outside is the song.
That's on the EP.
Come Outside is going to be on Studio Therapy.
Okay.
Bend It Over was originally slated to be on Studio Therapy. It will not be on Studio.
Sound like Rad want to be on the remix.
I do.
Yeah.
You want to be on the remix of what?
The Bend It
Any,
Over.
any one of them.
You want to-
Anyone?
Any one of them. Come on now, come on now. How long stop it? They hop on the track. Don't-
Come on, come
Okay,
outside.
okay.
Y'all know what I do.
What we doing?
So Come Outside. That's my song. I fucking love Come Outside. So Come Outside is a fight song, as you can imagine. And the chorus is like, don't be surprised I pull up on you if you fucking with my vibe. It's the principle, man. I can't put my ego to the side. If your nigga get involved, then you know my nigga gonna slide. If you bout all of that talking, little bitch, then come outside.
Yeah, that sound like
Yeah, that's definitely a fight
3-6
song.
song. That sound like a
Yeah.
the John on that was
Memphis
on
raised
61.
me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's
Memphis
right.
Throw your sons in your face.
Yeah,
That John with 3-6 on the yeah. That,
It's funny because people say that I sound like Gangsta Boo when I rap, and and like the first time I heard it, I was like, nuh-uh, be quiet. Then like the second person and the third person, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, Damn.
Well, that's not bad company to be in.
Oh no, it's definitely like okay. So I did Let's Get Loud. They had a cross event at Original Art Gallery, and it was for Black History. And I came out there. I did studio therapy, and in the middle of me rapping, somebody yells out, "Gangsta Boo ain't dead." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Just loud like that. Just loud and clear like that.
Just clear, like out in front of everybody. And I was like, okay, bet. And so when it comes to that, I am sad because one of my goals for this year was to meet her. And we lost her. And, you know, that did something to me. I was actually in the studio when I found out that she had passed. And nothing got done that day. Like we just sat there in silence. It was one of those, it was like
unfortunate
fuck
for
recording.
Sure.
Like
Nah, you know what though? In knowing her, like had she been sitting in the room with you and somebody would have said that, like her personality, like she would have grabbed you and hugged you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was that type of, you know what I'm saying? But like if she was cool with you, she fooled with you, and like she was not no hating chick. Like I said, I remember the time that we was working together. Like all the chicks that was rapping, like she was like, you know, like we you know we got our own little, you know what I'm saying, gang or whatever. Like she was like that type of person. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like I said, to have that people say that about you. That is certainly a compliment.
It's a compliment for sure.
You know, and she certainly would have, had she heard something like that, she probably would have co-signed it, you know, and probably put a battery in your back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the type of chick she was.
Yeah, and it's funny because in Spanish class when I was at Northside, my name in Spanish class was Lola.
Oh wow!
And so last year I commented because she said her name was Lola, and I commented. I was like, that was my name in Spanish class with some crying laughing emojis, and I don't know if she ever saw it or not. But it was just funny to me how I had been drawn to comparisons, and then like just that parallel right there. So I'm I feel like I missed an opportunity to meet a fellow legendary lyricist. Like I really feel like bar for bar, like when I'm done, everybody gonna know I was here.
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
with it. I like the confidence. And you said, well, we'll do it off now. You said we're going to hear your song or something. We can do that after we finish, though.
Yeah, we can.
If that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll do
cool.
that. We'll do
Yeah.
that. So when you say the album or EP coming out?
EP is, so this the thing. I do not want to put a date on that yet because I want to make sure that everything is perfect. It's crazy because I've actually been working on studio therapy for years now. And it's not on me.
Summer, fall, winter?
No.
You put a season on it?
I can definitely put a season on it. I'm looking forward to like spring, summerish, because I still have my second EP to
This year?
drop. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dropping 2 EPs and hopefully a mixtape at the end of the year.
Okay.
But in the first part of the year, I plan on dropping 2 of those. So I'll start recording on my second EP next week.
Okay. Well,
But
I'm
my
available
vocals
for
have
all
been done for
features and
years.
remixes. I'm available for all features and remixes.
Okay, that's what's up.
You know his number one Johnny you want to be on.
Oh, Lord. You know what?
His number one Johnny
Actually,
you want to be on.
Bend It Over is my least favorite song.
But I don't know. You might remix it and it'll be, you know what I'm saying? We might hey.
No, so I was actually planning on doing a remix for it, a bounce remix for it. And it's just one of those things like...
You just got to get the right, I get it.
Yeah,
sometimes
some things
right.
have their season. It definitely had its season. It had a great run, 25,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah,
it had
I saw
a
that.
wonderful
Yeah.
run. So, I'm blessed to have had eyeballs on that or whatever, and I'm sure the eyeballs were blessed by viewing it. But interesting story. The black race car driver that had the Confederate flag removed from NASCAR, on the balloons, that was his number.
I know you're talking about. I can't
Yeah.
even think of it. He was on.
No, I know
Yeah.
you're talking about.
He was on Iron Athlete. Wasn't
Don Hamilton.
I can't think of his name, but I know you're talking about.
I know you're talking about because
I know
he
you're
he
talking
was
about.
on he was on the podcast. He was on the I Am Athlete.
Yeah, he was on that. I forgot his name now. Yeah, but the floor
He
is yours.
looked like Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
He do.
He related to
I can't
Blake
even
Griffin.
think of his name because he was on a couple podcasts I checked out.
Yeah, and then he changed his number to 23. And I was
He
like,
did.
for real?
I think he's sponsored by Jordan too.
Yeah, he is.
sponsored
And that's
by
why he
Jordan.
changed it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was just like, so I done put these hoes. I done made a tribute to you. And then you just go change your number. That's why I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. So any shout out or anything else before we drop off? Like you know what I'm saying? Whoever.
Bubba Wallace.
Bubba
Yeah.
Wallace.
Yeah, Bubba
Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah. Bubba Wallace. So any, shout outs, you got a website, you got, your YouTube. I'm gonna put all your information into the content.
And he gonna send
description of
links
the
to
detail.
all the videos.
Yeah. And
Okay, that's fine.
So you'll be on there. So I just wanted to, if you had anything else to, you know what I'm saying, to say before we end, a shout out or whatever.
Promote.
Ooh.
And where can they find you at? Like drop your
Writings,
sites, your links, and everything.
whatever.
Like
So musically at the Queen THC on all social sites except for YouTube. I am at Queen THC on YouTube. YouTube gave me my name and I said I'm not gonna argue with you, baby.
They can do
So
that.
yeah, they can do that. And I wasn't gonna change it. I don't know. Like, I guess people can connect with me, Timberly Hope. But I have a few Timberly Hopes. Some have been stolen from me. Those are the ones with the Arabic writing on them. I do not speak Arabic. It's a beautiful language. Farsi is beautiful as well. I cannot write, read, or speak. Besides the traditional hello and those things. Mm-hmm. So those aren't me. But I write plays, I do everything. So it's probably easier if you want to connect with me on my Instagram page that has like the largest following, then that's going to be at Timbo_the_queen.
Like if somebody needed some help with like some screenwriting or something, would you be open to help them with that? Or do you do that sort of thing? Like, hey, they heard you like, hey, you do screenwriting or whatever, and I maybe need some help, or maybe we can partner and do something like that. Or are you interested in stuff like that? Or it's like not at this time, probably, or
So right now, I have kids and I have bills, and if I have
not for free, of course. We're not talking about free.
Oh, well then absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not talking about just like, hey,
See, when
come
you
help
say
me.
help,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it can help, but it can be
beneficial.
Yeah,
Mutually.
it can be mutually beneficial.
if it's a mutually beneficial relationship,
yeah.
and my thing is right now I have relationships that I've built, so my mutual, unless there is something that's really attractive to me on that side, my beneficial folds.
Right. It has to help her agency.
Had to help.
Absolutely.
Has to help our agency.
I have agency over who I work with and what I do, so
That's real. Now this
I want what the pastor get in the bucket.
No,
I
no.
want something there that
No, no.
folds. I
No,
don't
she
want
didn't,
nothing
did
that jingle.
You want something to fold.
I want something that
you want that
fold.
crisp sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
Fresh
this
out the ATM, just
we started off this pod real hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real hot. We had it in the
we
middle
hopped
hot.
in.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, we ended pretty the same way. So hope y'all enjoy this, and I maybe even chop this up.
Very interesting episode of the PrezEx TV.
I may have to chop this up a little bit, put other stuff, y'all. But until next time, continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential.
Salute.
Arrivederci.
Out. Just acknowledge the truth. Thought that you was storming, baby. Now they feeding you soup. Catch us on a rainy day and you'll be dead.
Nation.